Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing another new makeup releases while I buy it video, which is the series where I go over some of their new makeup releases, tell you my thoughts, tell you whether I'm planning on picking them up. And I always love doing these videos this time of the year because we have a lot of exciting holiday releases. If you're new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload videos every single week and I would love it if you subscribe. But for now, if you want to see this week's new makeup releases while I buy it video, then please keep watching. So I did ask you guys on my community tab whether you wanted to see this video, the Hourglass Balm video, or the Florence by Mills Blush Sticks video first, and pretty much everyone voted for this video, so that's what we're doing today. Then later in the week I'm going to be uploading the Hourglass Glossy Balm Gel, and after that the Florence by Mills Blush Sticks, which I think is a really nice video as well because the blush sticks are actually really pretty. Sometimes I forget to move to the side and then I have a hard time attaching the photos on the screen, but I didn't forget this time. And the first thing I actually wanted to talk about is a new palette from Natasha Denona, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on this palette. Now, this is the Natasha Denona Mini Triochrome palette. So, Natasha Denona released a big Triochrome palette, I think like 1 or 2 years ago, I'm not entirely sure, but it is one of her more expensive palettes. I never picked it up, even though I love Natasha Denona eyeshadow formulas. So, if you didn't know, I'll insert a photo, but the normal Triochrome palette is more of this like unique color story. We have these greens, we have these purples, and these more like warmer oranges, and then we have 3 of the Triochrome like shimmers in here. I will say I always thought 3 of these shimmers was a little bit less for this palette. I think she definitely could have added a few more, and now we've seen this mini, and this mini really doesn't look anything like the big palette because the mini is an entire blue row. Now, I did read somewhere that this is basically like the 4th row from the palette, so you can see with the original one, each row has their different color story, and now the blue is kind of like an addition to there. In terms of the color story of the original palette, I feel like blue doesn't really go with it, so I definitely see this as a separate type palette. I saw everyone being so excited about this one, and personally I don't really get it because blue is not a wearable color story at all. I know some people, they love their colorful eyeshadow, and I love for them that they're getting like this mini palette with like these blues because I think blue is really pretty. I do wear blue eyeliner sometimes and I feel like it adds a nice touch of color to an eye look, but I would never really wear a like really blue eyeshadow look to work. Blue just isn't my favorite makeup wise, so I'm not really excited about this one, but I can definitely see some people are. The palette that I am pretty excited about is this one from Urban Decay, and this is the new Moondust Glitter eyeshadows. But this was leaked a few weeks ago, or maybe it wasn't leaked, but it was already available in Asia. I saw someone commenting that as well. But basically, Urban Decay is coming out with this eyeshadow palette with basically 4 of their like glittery topper type shades. You've probably heard about the Space Cowboy shade from Urban Decay. It's one of their most popular Moondust single shadows, and I've never tried it, but I thought it was really pretty. So now they're basically coming out with a palette of 4 of those single shades, but then in a palette, and they actually are going to be releasing 2 different color stories, and one actually does contain Space Cowboy. Now that one isn't available yet, I believe, but this one is, and this is like the second variation. And this is much more of a cool toned palette. So this one has the shades Cosmic Cowgirl, Cowgirl Warrior, Cowgirl Rider, and then Emo Cowboy. When I saw both of these palettes, I'm definitely drawn more to like the warmer toned Space Cowboy one. With this one, I don't think I would wear these shades as much, especially not that like silvery blue type shade. The other 3 I do kind of like, but I just feel like I would prefer the other palettes. So when we take a look at the warmer toned palettes out of the 2, I can definitely see myself picking this up. Urban Decay isn't sold in the Netherlands anymore, so I have been checking Cult Beauty whether they would stock this, and I haven't seen it in stock, so I'm really curious if it's going to come to Europe. I really hope. Then Charlotte Tilbury released this collection kind of out of nowhere, and this is the Rockstar collection inspired by Elton John. I'm saying out of nowhere because she just dropped her holiday collection last week, and I thought it was kind of like quick to then release this collection already, and I feel like this doesn't get enough hype because everyone is excited about the holiday collection. But they basically just released 2 different lipsticks. So one is a cool nudie pink lipstick and it's the Matte Revolution formula, and then one is a deep berry red in the Kissing formula. I would have liked to see these 2 formulas be switched around, if that makes sense. I'd rather have a deeper shade in the Matte Revolution formula and then the cool toned pink in the Kissing formula, because I really enjoy my JK Magic shade in the Kissing formula. It's a really pretty, more satin type finish. They aren't like glossy or anything, but they just have a bit more sheen and they are just a bit more creamy. So that is pretty much the reason why I haven't picked this up yet. I think this one is pretty similar to Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, which is also the Matte Revolution formula, and since I already own that one in my collection, I don't really see the added value of getting this one. If it was the Kissing formula, like I said, I would have probably picked this up because my JK Magic lipstick is almost empty and this maybe would have been like a nice one to replace it with. But looking at this one now, I think I'll just buy JK Magic again when I've run out of it. But they look pretty. They're just not going to be unique enough in my collection to pick them up, at least based on these images that I'm seeing. Something that I actually am really excited about as well, and hoping that this is going to be in stock on Cult Beauty, is the Summer Fridays mini lip butter balm set. So Summer Fridays just released their like trio of lip butter balms very recently, which had 3 of the full sizes. I believe it retails for somewhere around 50 euros, which still is quite a lot of money, but they now came out with this mini set in which you are getting 4 different shades for just $25. I still think this one would be so nice to try out the brand and to see which shade you like best. So this one comes with vanilla, vanilla beige, brown sugar, and poppy. I think vanilla and vanilla beige would be my favorite. If this is coming to Cult Beauty, I'm 100% going to pick this up because I do really like the feeling of my pink sugar lip balm from Summer Fridays on the lips. Then Tower 28 came out with a lip gloss set as well. This is the Lip Drip Cookie Butter lip gloss set. It's retailing for $24 and it comes with the shade Chestnut, which is a new shade, and then Chill. Now Chestnut is a very warm toned shade. I did really like the formula of the Tower 28 glosses, but I kind of want to stop buying cream products from clean beauty brands because I feel like they just expire too fast in my collection. I feel like I own too many lip products to justify getting this when it goes bad like sooner than some other lip products. I'm saying this because I owned the shade Magic from Tower 28, which is a clear lip gloss with like yellow sparkly things in there. I had it on my vanity and then all of a sudden my lip gloss was entirely yellow, and I did contact them and they said it doesn't do any harm, but basically the sunlight changes the color of the lip gloss, which I thought was a little bit weird. I've never had that happen to any of my other lip products from like not clean beauty brands. So even though I think clean beauty products are nice, and especially like Tower 28, they have really pretty products, I feel like in my collection that is maybe a bit bigger than some other people's, these would just go to waste. So I'm not going to pick up this set, but I did actually really like the formula. Then not a new release but a restock, and I wanted to mention this because I've seen so many people that were excited about this one, including myself. And this is a restock of the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Ice eyeshadow palette. If you didn't know, this palette launched for the holiday season of 2022. I never picked it up because it is quite pricey, because this palette in euros retails for 85 euros and then you get another 20 euro shipping cost, which is just a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. So I never picked it up last year, but I always regretted not picking it up because I would see it in people's photos and it just looked like my perfect everyday palette. So when I saw this being restocked, I knew I had to get it, so I did pick this up, and I'm actually wearing this right now. I did film a shorts on this, which I uploaded yesterday, so let me know if you guys want to see like an in-depth review on this. I then wanted to talk about this palette from Patrick Ta, and this is the Major Holiday Face palette. It's going to retail for $65 and it's going to contain 2 new blush shades and new eyeshadows. I think it's a really pretty palette. I do like the pink theme of this palette, and I think the eyeshadows look really cute. I don't see myself needing this though because I own quite a few pink blushes already, and even though I really love them, I don't see that these are going to be like a major difference in my collection. And the eyeshadows are nice as well, but what I've seen recently is people getting mold in their eyeshadow palette. I did already declutter my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palettes because I just wasn't using them as much and I didn't want them to go to waste when they were still good, if that makes sense. But what I've seen with other people is the longevity of this eyeshadow palette and the shelf life isn't very long at all. So it's really sad actually if I would buy this and then not use it much, and then maybe in the summertime when I want to wear a bright pink blush, it being expired. I'm not saying that's going to be the case with this palette, but based on what I've seen happening to other people with their eyeshadow palettes, it does worry me a little bit because these are pricey palettes. This one is $65. So okay everyone, then this is it for this week's new makeup releases while I buy it video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comment section down below your favorite makeup release from today's video. Also let me know if you forgot anything that maybe you're excited about. I would love to know that. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!